What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another ranking series video. We have the long-awaited A320 ranking video for my Daron airplanes in my collection. I recently uploaded the Boeing 737 ranking video, which you guys should check out. So next up after this is going to be Boeing 747s, and then we're going to have the A330s. We're going to have the 757s. Then we're going to have the Airbus A340s. And so on, back and forth. So we're finished. And the winner of every ranking video will be selected for an ending video where we'll rank all of the winners. So, yeah, that's pretty exciting. But I'm just showing you guys this Aer Lingus A320 I have. It's Welly, it's not Daron's, so I'm not going to be counting it for this video, but I just wanted to briefly show it at the beginning because it is an A320 and it's a cool looking airplane for sure, but I'm not going to be ranking them with the rest. I would struggle to rank it because it's like not the same type of model, so it looks pretty different. It would be cool if Daron made this as an A320, but this is Welly, so yeah, I'm just showing you guys it briefly, so you know it exists in my collection. But we're gonna get started quick because this is going to be a long video. There are 14 different A320s in my collection. Some of them are like pretty much the same, slightly variation. There's just a slight variation. One of them is also broken. So you might count that, you might not. I'm just going to throw it in there just because it is still part of my collection, even though it's broken. And some of you might be mad about this first option. Remember, none of these planes are bad. It is what it is. Coming in at the 14th spot, we have the Allegiant A320 in the old livery. So, this is a cool airplane. Like, I don't dislike it at all. I know I'm going to say this a lot. And I almost put the next one you'll see below this. Like, these can all be in contention, of course. I might change my mind at some point. But this livery never really did it for me for some reason. Like, the Allegiants, they're just, like, kind of mid. Like, I just think about Sun Country when I see these. And I think about how Sun Country is just the better looking liveries of these. I don't know. These guys might have the better airline, but not the better livery, in my opinion. But it's got some cool A320 details, cabin door. The Allegiant logo is cool. Nice blue engines. Cool over-the-wing exits. Travel is our deal. And it's got the sun logo on the back, on the tail. So, yeah, that's cool. That takes the 14th spot. You know, I'm sure you could put this higher up, and there are planes out there that are worse than it. Like, possibly this one. The only reason I'm putting this above it is because it's full yellow, and I think that's cool. This is the Spirit Airbus A320 with the large letters logo. Yeah, this guy's just also, like, it's cool at first. When this plane first released, I freaked out, and I got it right away because, like, yellow airplane, like, full yellow airplane, like, that's really cool. But once you get past that and you get used to it, you realize that this plane just isn't the best looking. It's cool to make your airport colorful for sure, and I recommend it if you don't have it because it makes your airport more vibrant and luscious in terms of the colors. But just comparing it to the other liveries here, you could go back and forth for sure, but I just think it takes the 13th spot. Like, it's not that amazing. Again, same details as the Allegiant for the most part. Then it's got the Spirit logo. I like the engines. Home of the Bear Fair. That's a cool detail. And then it does have registration and the American flag. N320NK. And then it says Spirit on the tail. So it's actually pretty good details. Like, this is a great aircraft, actually. I kind of feel bad for rating it this low. But what has to be done has to be done. We have a long way to go. So what takes the 12th spot, this hurts me to say it, but it's true. All the other planes on this list are just too good. The JetBlue A320 in the blueberry livery. This is the newest JetBlue you can find. In my opinion, all the other JetBlues Daron has released mean way more to me personally, and they just give me more JetBlue vibes than this one. Like, for some reason, the blueberry livery has never been my favorite JetBlue livery. And that's partly due to, like, this white on the tail here. Like, it's not full blue like the other JetBlues. And for some reason, that rubs me the wrong way, which I know is silly, but it is what it is. The blueberry livery, for some reason, I don't like it as much as the rest. But it's got great details, all wrapped up in blue. It says on the front there, cabin door, classic JetBlue logo, jetblue.com on the engines. The winglets are painted dark blue, the same as the fuselage in the bottom of the airplane, which is really cool. This isn't essential, I'd say. Like, if you don't have this, I would say pick it up if JetBlue flies to an airport you might want to create. N636JB, Jalen Brown, and it says Airbus A320 under that. So that is cool. That's great details. It's got registration flag and the name of the aircraft. All three things that it could have. Back cabin door, and then there's just a close look at the tail. It's a great tail, don't get me wrong. I don't dislike any of these airplanes. Like, this is a great airplane. It also has little Wi-Fi box or whatever on the top, which might be worth mentioning. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it doesn't match up to the later aircraft. But again, the next like few I'm about to show you could go back and forth with which ones are better. Next we have the Spirit A320 with the smaller letters, and there are a few details about this one that are different than the other one. For example, the engine doesn't say home of the Bear Fair, it says spirit.com. So I actually like this one's engines more. Yeah, this is just personal preference. But I like the bottom one's shade of yellow more, and because it's not so like shiny and like obnoxiously bright yellow. It's like banana yellow, if that makes sense. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what Spirit is supposed to be. I just feel like Daron got the color of this one better than this one. Like, you can tell there's a difference. This one is just less obnoxious to look at. Like, it really is. This one looks a lot better. And then this one also has silver windows or gray windows, while the other one has black windows. It's got the same registration and the same American flag. So yeah, and then it's got the Spirit tail the same. So yeah, that takes 11th spot on the list. It's just a little better than the other one in my opinion. I don't see why anyone wouldn't agree with that, honestly. Okay, this one's gonna be controversial because this guy might be the rarest airplane I have for A320s. Well, there's some others on this list that are also really rare, so probably not, but this is one of the rarest. It's the Iberia A320. Some of you may have even forgotten about this, but way back from my unboxing of it. Yeah. I don't even know what it says there. Then it says Iberia, Airbus A320. And then it says Iberia on the engines with the Iberia logo. And then it's pretty plain over the wing exits. It's got some really cool details back here too. Sorry about that. EC something something. And it has multiple flags there. I can't tell what they are. But I would guess the Spain flag or Spain, not Portugal, right? I don't know. Yeah, Spain, right? And then here's the tail, kind of lackluster tail. It's just cool because it's rare. I think it's kind of bland and plain as an airplane. So yeah, that takes the 10th spot on the list. Again, it's up for contention. Okay, next we have the Allegiant A320 in the newer livery. This guy is pretty cool. He's got details on the front, the cabin door. He's got the Allegiant logo. Is that the same as the other one? Yeah, it is. And then same over the wing axis, same engines, same everything. The only difference is at the back. First of all, it has a registration. They got rid of travel is our deal, which is great. N246NV. And just look at the back of these two. Like, there's clearly no comparison. This one is just more detailed. It comes out more, it's better looking. Reminds me more of Sun Country. And yeah, it takes the 9th spot. It's a good airplane. This one's a little harder to find. It's the newer one. Comes in a playset, I think. And it's definitely just better. Less plain than the other one. Just better version of the other one. So, yep. Okay, from here on out, the rest of these airplanes are all, like, really good. Like, all of them. So, we're going to start here with my childhood. Dude, yeah, this one. This is the one. In the 8th spot, we have the JetBlue A320 with the dots livery. I'm sure there's a better name for that livery. I don't know what it is. Shining lights, maybe? It's like lights. Maybe someone can drop a comment down below. But this one is classic. Start at the front. It's got the very old JetBlue logo with the gray letters. www.jetblue.com on the wings. No painted winglets. Here's what the bottom of the plane looks like. Dark blue engines, dark blue bottom fuselage. You can't really see the words on the engine, but they're there, I assure you. It's also got that Wi-Fi box on the top. Yeah. And then, as we go to the back, it's got some great details back here. N558 Jalen Brown, I think. And it also says Airbus A320. And then just take a look at this tail. This is just relaxing. This makes me relax. This is classic JetBlue tail right here. I used to see this at Boston Logan as a little kid spotting. Yeah, this takes me back. So this will always be the heart of like JetBlue for me. And yeah, it's one of my favorite planes from being a kid. I'm just curious about the registration on this one. Oh, this one doesn't even have a registration. Look at that. There was another one that said JB, right? Okay, this next plane, I feel like this is generous, but at the same time, even though it's new and not rare, I really like the livery. We have the Frontier A320, or this might actually be an A319 in real life, but you know, Daron. Yeah, this thing is just packed with detail. It says spot the Jaguar. There it is, right there. It's got the newer Frontier letters logo, which is not even close to the old one with how cool it is. And you guys will see some older Frontier liveries coming up shortly. It's got just green engines, Frontier green. And like this blue line that courses all the way down the fuselage. And it says flyfrontier.com near the back. And it's got the American flag. So, no registration. And then, it's got the Jaguar. Which looks really cool. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a clean, nice livery. And it looks good at airports. And I do love the Jaguar on the back. That's a really cool animal. So, yeah, that belongs in that spot, I would say. Then the next one right after that is a throwback. Frontier A320 or A319 in the old Otter livery. Frontier, a whole different animal. So yeah, the title just stretches all the way down the airplane. Same green engines. And I just love this silver lettering. Like, it's so cool looking. It really is. And then on the back we have a cute little otter, I think, just swimming in the ocean. And I've always loved that. So, yeah, it takes a spot above the newer livery for the A320s. Okay. Okay, here's the broken one. Yet another Frontier in the old livery, A320 or A319. in the raccoon livery. So all the details are the same as the previous airplane, except there's a raccoon on the tail. It was so cute. Here you can see it's broken, my airplane. But here's a good look of the raccoon. It's just really realistic looking. Like Daron literally just like printed the picture on of the real thing, because that's how Frontier does it. But I really like it. It's really cute looking and just a cool airplane. So yeah, I'm really sad this one is broken. Really want to repair it. But yeah, this takes the 5th spot. So I'll just set him down to the side, kind of. He's broken, but still counts. You don't have to count him though. Okay, this is arguably the rarest airplane on the list. I was looking for this one for a long time for JFK, and just I wanted it in my collection for JetBlues. This is like the dark blue JetBlue livery, where the tail is basically mosaic, but it's so dark that it just looks dark blue. There, you can see that. So yeah, this is a distinct livery. This does not count as the mosaic livery. It is its own livery because it's a different tail print. It says Blue Yorker on the front, JetBlue Classic, www.jetblue.com on the engines. No painted wingtips, Wi-Fi box on the top, blue engines, blue underbelly. It's got the American flag N605 JB. That's definitely a different registration than the dot livery. It also says Airbus A320 down there, so it checks all 3 boxes for detail. And then, yeah, just close-up of the tail. This is what I was hunting for so long. And yeah, this one is, although it's simple, and some might argue that it's pretty bland, it is a really beautiful dark blue. Especially that there's like little details if you look closely. So yeah, I really like that about it. Here, especially this side, you can see the mosaic a little bit better. So yeah, I think this deserves 4th place because it's pretty great. So you can probably guess what's next. But before that, 3rd place is going to be the U.S. Airways Airbus A320. You guys may have forgot I had this one too. It's another very rare one in my collection. This would make a good thumbnail for sure. But yeah, this is back in this like gray livery. I didn't even know they made these, but it's got the Star Alliance logo at the front. And then it's got another detail there that I can't see. And then I think that's supposed to be the American flag etched out. And it says U.S. Airways in its classic colors. And then this does not, the livery doesn't have this on the 757. It's got these like gray lines that are like swooping from the tail. That looks really cool. And of course there's the red line that courses all the way down to the end with the blue underbelly, similar to JetBlue. But I really love the gray finish on the fuselage. It looks really cool. And also the wingtips are painted dark blue. So yeah, and then we go to the back and it's got the American flag, and it says oh, that's really funny. N000 US or NOOOUS. So it's like no US. That's kind of funny. And then it has the back cabin door, and then the tail, which is the classic U.S. Airways tail. Again, nothing crazy, but it's just a really cool airplane, and it's rare, and it's retro. So yeah. Also, these what are these called? The back wings. Why am I forgetting what those are called? They're like painted gray, which is cool. So yeah, 3rd place. Okay, we're almost done, guys. 1st and 2nd place are basically the same thing. Here it is. I present to you the JetBlue Mosaic livery. Here's the 1st place one. Here's the 2nd place one. The bottom one is 2nd place. As you can see, they're just slightly colored prints. I don't know if you guys count these as 2 different models, but I kind of counted the Southwest Canyon Blues as 2 different models when they had different prints, so technically it's the same thing. So yeah, I'm gonna set this one down. This is the second place one. We're just gonna go through the first place one. Yeah, it's all the same details. It also says Blue Yorker at the front. JetBlue, tail, blue fins. Registration is like N605JB, Airbus A320, and then you just look at the tail, and it's just gorgeous. This is my favorite JetBlue. I love the mosaic livery. This also captures my childhood perfectly. Spotting these at Boston Logan from the garage that kind of had like glass mosaic windows like this. I try and remember. I that might just be a memory that isn't real. But it had like glass tainted windows that kind of went with this JetBlue livery. So yeah, here's first place for my A320s. A lot of you would probably choose differently, but that is my opinion. So here are all 14. That was a long video, guys. Here's just a recap of all the airplanes. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below on your favorites and your opinions of my rankings. And I'll see you guys in the next video and future videos for the series. Boeing 747 is coming next, which is really exciting. So stay tuned, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.